Hello everybody, what's going on, riders? How are you guys doing on this very healing filled day? I am Lady Vasori. I am the tutoress of this channel. This is my YouTube channel and I am here to talk today. I thought to myself, well damn, it's a healing type Sunday. Why not do a video on a reference or the intent to heal? And this particular taboo type conversation is all about identifying and breaking generational curses. Yeah, all about it. We need to discover the roots and what the repercussions are of generational curses and embark in a transformative journey to heal, to uplift, create a prosperous future for you and your family. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it because you can't hush me up. A lot of the times when this situation or this topic comes up, you have some people that feel a certain type of way because they don't know how to express pain. You also have the type of people that never went through anything or had a great relationship, don't have a lot of traumas, where they were raised well, if you would, so to speak. So this is not for you guys. This video is for the ones that know you have a generational curse or trauma that was passed down from generation to generation to generation. Those are the people that I am talking to. Okay? So in many spiritual beliefs, a generational curse just means an ongoing bad habit or problems that pass down in families, usually from the wrong actions or unsettled issues of family members who came before them, right? These curses often affect the newer generations, creating a long-lasting cycle of negative vibes that keep going on and on and on and on for many years. And if you do not know how to cut it and remove it, you're going to always pass it down to your offspring or your bloodline. You know, these curses will show up in different ways. They'll show up like health problems that can't be explained, continuous money troubles, even when there seems to be ways that to get better, it always goes back to, oh my God, woe is me. This is happening again. These issues keep happening in families, creating what we call an unending cycle of difficulties. Now, I do have my notes, guys, so you will see me looking down quite a bit because I want to talk about it. I stay talking about it. You know, this is where I healed. This is what I cut and removed out of my life. And this is why I consider myself a healer. A big sign of these curses is ongoing fights or misunderstandings in your family, which can seem like seen as troubles between couples, problems between parents and children. Let's talk about it. Or fights between siblings, more often than not. These conflicts can create a cycle of distrust and loneliness as well. It can make you very bitter, which seems to be pushed forward by some unknown force when it happens, right? Making each generation more separated, each and every generation, okay? Y'all pay attention to this. This negative atmosphere that makes the curse stick around even longer in the family's history is caused by you're not breaking it, basically. You're not cutting it at the root. You're not stopping doing the things that your mom used to do to you or your dad used to do to you. You just continue on the vicious cycle. To break this cycle, families need to start special journeys of healing and positive change, working to replace any of those bad habits that have been handed down to you. This path, although very hard, offers a chance to change the family's future, leading it towards a life with more happiness and more peace that you can control and within relationships with your family. It also can cause you to cut people off as well, because if they are not willing to change and they are still exhibiting those same types of behaviors and they're just stuck in it, just mind you, you may have to cut off that energy. Okay? In order for your bloodline or whatever's attached to you to not feel that. Okay? You can build a happy and successful future for yourself. You can free yourself from the old troubles, from money and relationships. And you can always place full opportunities for your next generation. Now, some causes of generational curses, you got to understand the root causes of this, of generational curses. It's crucial in trying to break free from persistent negative patterns in your family. These causes can be traced back to the actions. It can be traced back to the decisions of your ancestors, unwanted spiritual influences, negative rituals, negative thoughts, broken promises and agreements, like how fathers are to their children, all of that. We're going to simplify it. We're going to be clear in what we want and what that may mean to you and how you do not want it to affect your offspring or your generation anymore. Now, your ancestral wrongs and actions, what they say is, in Barry's beliefs, though, it's thought that the mistakes or bad decisions made by our forefathers can affect the later generations, right? Forming what is known as the generational curse. These negative impacts often result from breaking spiritual rules or participating in actions that are seen as morally wrong. And within myself, you have to have a positive moral compass to break generational curses as well. You got to add that into you. For instance, in a lot of African traditional religions, ignoring the reverence of ancestors or damaging holy sites are considered serious offenses in the spiritual world. And what happens is it upsets the spiritual balance upheld by your ancestors. This will create a negative energy that sticks to the family, causing ongoing issues like family fights, again, money problems, reoccurring sicknesses that affect many generations, okay? Even in Christianity, scriptures mention the sins of their parents affecting the children, showing the outcomes of ancestral mistakes can be felt by the next generation. It is a such thing called spiritual interference, and this is the main cause of generational curses. Did you know that? Spiritual interference. This is where harmful spiritual forces or energies attach themselves to a family, causing problems for future generations. This is that. This is that. Okay? These harmful forces can enter a family bloodline through practices like bad spiritual rituals. If you know, you know. Activities that bring in negative energy. If you know, you know. Living in places that encourage the growth of negative forces. If you know, you know. These entities can cause a very serious problems like mental health issues. Like, for example, my own mother. It can cause fears that haunt families over a time within generations. And breaking away from these negative influences usually requires powerful spiritual help, such as works that I do myself, okay? You got to do purification rituals, cleansing rituals. And this is to cut ties with these harmful forces and bring back peace in your family. And more often than not, cleansing rituals are a big thing that you should be doing often, okay? Shadow works, and this is one of my spiritual cleansing shadow work bath right here. This is a herbal tea bath available in my shop. It's 8 ounces of herbs and salts and essential oils and juju to break that tie that binds. I also have a healing spiritual, this is a simmer pot mix that you can purchase as well. And this is for creating a simmer pot in your home with the bonus water. This is a great option as well. Regardless of what type of cleansing you do, you always need to do some type of ritual to help you cut ties with harmful forces that have grew and grown through your generation, okay? Now, sometimes a family finds themselves caught under curses that have been purposefully put on them, okay? Maybe due to a person that had envy towards them or malice towards them. These curses work using dark energies to bring pain, stress, or continuous bad luck to the targeted family, affecting several generations. And I do offer that in my shop. Yeah, I do the cleansing as well as I place the throw the work on someone as well. So for me, magic is neither black. It's either black or white. There's no middle ground. If you choose and you say this is justified and you want to do doom work or send a hex work, this shall be done by me. It is on you and it is justified by you. And I do those types of work. I also do cleansing works as well to break hexes. Okay. So I do both sides of the spectrum. Back into the talking about this, about negative rituals and spells that are placed in your life to bring pain about, stress in your family, continuous bad luck, always something happening to your family, affecting several generations. These curses, which may have used symbols or sigils, it could have been chants and ceremonies to strengthen their effects, can be hard to break. These types of rituals this is why they are so pricey. This is why, because they are hard to break. Fighting, you may have to do 1, 2, 3, 4 rituals in order to slow it down until it's broken, okay? If it is a connection, if it's a connection and it is one so thick, so tight, you have to remove the layers. So you peel the layers from it. It's not just broken like this. And people do not understand that when a worker does work. You may have to go do it a couple of times before it breaks and peels away because all the layers have been peeled, if that makes sense, okay? Now, fighting such curses often needs the help of spiritual experts like myself who can spot and remove the dark energies. Thank you. Powering these curses. They're using protection. We're going to use cleansing. We're going to use a healing ritual to bring back balance and a well-being to the family. All right. Also, some things that happen were broken promises or agreements that stand as another reason behind generational curses. Did you know that? If broken promises and agreements, back in the day, they placed hexes on your head because you lied. Take, for example, in many spiritual traditions, ancestors might have made binding agreements with spiritual forces or spiritual beings, which come with certain rules or expectations, right? When they broke these agreements, whether on purpose or by accident, it unleashed a wave of negative effects that spread it through the bloodline of the family, affecting the wealth. It affects the health. It affects the general happiness of the descendants. So this is another way. These negative effects appear a lot as continuous problems or hardships that prevent family members from progressing and being happy over each and every generation. Now, you got to fix this. Often, spiritualists like myself, sometimes we can find the original agreement within pulling cards. So that's what I mean. We can understand its effects and carry out the necessary rituals to make amends with the offended forces, bringing back blessings and favor to your family. If you understand about a general curse and how it affects your family, it involves a careful step-to-step process, okay? This includes looking at repeated patterns, family stories, advice from spiritual people such as myself, messages from dreams or visions that you see, and you need to explore it. You need to explore it. You need to be able to break down each of these important elements, and it will help you find your way through the complex world of generational curses. And it will help you and show you possible ways to heal and get a freedom for your next generation. Okay? So when we speak to you, or when I speak to you, and you want to go do a cleansing or an uncrossing or something of that nature, I speak to you and get, why do you say this? Well, this done happened, and this done happened, and this happened to my dad, and this, and it lets me know, okay, what kind of work I am needing to do for you. Another way to figure out if a generational curse is affecting your family, it's crucial, very crucial, to notice ongoing negative trends that are noticeable in your family's history. It is so crucial to work. It's crucial to a spiritual worker that's doing work for you to know this. It's very crucial to notice your family's history. For me, it was the women in my family that allowed men to constantly cheat and have children. And the men usually drunk a lot. The men would fight on their wives. The men were never faithful. The women stayed in it. The women, that was my curse. That's my generational curse. Okay. You can also look at it as there might be a series of divorces. It's always nobody stays married in your family. Again, constant money problems. People with the same illnesses every generation. So, diabetes. My aunt had diabetes, or my child has or high blood pressure. That is a generational curse. Okay? And if it doesn't have a clear reason to why that is going on, generational trauma or curse usually. It often seems like no matter how hard they try, people can escape these repeating issues, which hints to like a deeper generational curse, needing a thorough spiritual solution to create a path to well-being and joy. Now, also, next, if you're looking closely at family histories and stories as well, you can also reveal signs of a generational curse. This means you have to dive deep into your family's past to find recurring events or things that suggest a curse. This might be reflected in stories of constant bad luck, unusual happenings, or family secrets that show a long-lasting negative influence. Now, by understanding these stories, people can start to see the root cause of their family's problems, possibly finding ways to undo the long-lasting curse. Like I said, my great-grandmother, who is my grandfather's mom, and it wasn't really his mom. She was the wife of his father, who had an affair with her niece. Her niece is actually his mom. And that is the product of a generational curse. If I had to think about it, I would have thought that even though my grandfather's not actual mother, even though she took care of 3 children from her husband, that the kids weren't hers, from the mistress, which was her niece. It was 3 kids. She took care of them, but she probably cursed the bloodline. And this is, I think, why nobody stayed in. They stayed in the marriage, but the husbands always cheated. Think about it, y'all. Getting guidance from a spiritual worker is a reliable way to identify a generational curse. I am one of those people. Various spiritual methods like fortune telling, pulling cards, reading energy, or communicating with ancestors to find and understand potential generational curses within a family. They can help unravel the complex net of a negative influence forming the curse. They can also advise on the right actions to take, reverse the bad luck, the effects, and bring peace to your family. This is usually requiring working together very closely with the family to find the best healing approach for your specific case. Also, interpret your dreams. If you are dreaming and you having a dream that is all the time constant with certain things in it, you need to write down your dreams and journal all your dreams. I am actually not really a dreamer. So that is something that I don't attune to. But I do know that it is a telling sign of something to come or something that doesn't happen within your family. Let's talk about breaking a generational curse. You got to begin the process of releasing a family from a generational curse from several steps that are aimed at healing, is aimed at purification, cleansing, and a change, period. It's very challenging, yet it's very rewarding as a journey. It involves spiritual cleaning. It involves spiritual bathing. It involves cutting cord rituals, saying sorry for past family errors, getting help from skilled spiritual workers, improving yourself, and starting new positive family customs. This is breaking generational curses. If you do not cooperate within this type of steps, you're going to always fall by the wayside. Spiritual cleansing and healing. To start breaking a generational curse, it's necessary that you take part in a spiritual cleansing and healing. Shadow work is big, which might involve things like baths, saying prayers, complex rituals, or offerings to calm spiritual forces or beings. This key is designed, it is a key step that is designed to clean and refresh your family line. You got to cut off these connections, y'all, with past mistakes. You got to cut it off with negative energies that have troubled the family for years. And these spiritual tasks help to bring about change and a healing that affects both your past and present family members. It also allows the family to unite sometimes, and it encourages togetherness. And if that person, sometimes it doesn't actually work that way, because sometimes that person isn't ready to heal, but you are. So sometimes you have to cut it at the root and just go on. Recite a generational curse breaking prayer. This is a prayer that is sacred, is a sacred invocation that calls upon the divine energies of love, divine energies to guide you in a process of healing and renewal. Y'all remember, your ancestors already know. They already went through it. So they already know what you are going through. And you need to go to them and ask them for help and for the path to knowledge of what not to do. And they will help you. You can say a prayer as well. Y'all get you a prayer. I don't usually do that. I always tell you to go within. Go within. Go outside and write a petition and just flow within your work. Okay? That's the only way I can guide you in your words. Because what I go through is not probably what you go through, you know? Working with a spiritual worker. This is big. To successfully break a generational curse, sometimes it can be good to work with a skilled spiritual worker or a healer who knows how to find and remove such curses. They can guide you on the detailed steps needed. They can offer advice and help throughout the process. Their knowledge can act as a guiding light for you, helping individuals as they work through the complicated spiritual journey that we sometimes have. Hey, hon. Come on. How you doing?
I just want some jobs.
Y'all, my husband right here. Y'all already know. Speak up, sir.
I just want some jobs, man. Hey, how y'all doing? I need to see on there. You had to get low on here. Job, girl.
Job, girl. Babe, I'm getting hungry.
Come on in.
It's about that time, too.
Yeah.
That time. Oh, here. So, y'all, getting help from a spiritual worker such as myself gives a planned approach to breaking the curse, okay? Make sure everything needed is taken care of. That's what we do. That's what I do. And encouraging a healing process that aims to bring back balance and good fortune to you and your family. And baby, I'm telling y'all, you got to get into a personal development and growth from these cycles. Create new rituals, bring in positive energy, good luck. Get rid of the motherfuckers that don't serve you. It signifies the start of a new period when you create new rituals. You got to embark on a journey of healing and renewal. There's no way around it. If you are not ready for that, you're going to always stay in the rut. You're going to always be doing the same things over and over again. You got to release these people, these emotions, these imbalances as well when you are focusing on your breaking generational curses. Let's see. Y'all understand what I'm talking about? It's a journey. It really is. But it took me, it took me about 2 years, close to it. It's not instant, y'all. It is a working. And once you're healed, you got to work on staying healed. Just letting you know. It's not just like, bam, and it's over. That is not how that works. It is a continuous work. It's a continuous flow. It's a continuous balance all the time on a daily basis in order for that curse to stay broken. Okay? So guys, that is my video on finding the influence to break generational curses. Thank you for watching me, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, support, share your girl channel. It's greatly appreciated. I will see you guys on a later video. Guys, you already know, visionsbyvasori.com. If you want to purchase my shadow work, healing herbal bath, or any of my simmer pots, they're available in the shop. I'll talk to you guys later. And work as well. I do client works. Talk to y'all later. Bye.